Hello viewers and welcome to the Shortlist show for the Global Gaming Awards Asia Pacific 2025. Gaming in Asia boasts a rich heritage, beautiful architecture and some of the most unique markets on the planet. In Macau you have the world's most lucrative gambling hub, in Singapore you have the magnificent Marina Bay Sands, and in the Philippines you have a fascinating amalgamation of online and land-based gaming. This is the awards ceremony where we celebrate these markets and more, and the achievements of those within them from the past 12 months. I'm Tim Poole, editor of Gambling Insider, and I'm with Mariya Savova, host and event manager of the Global Gaming Awards. Mariya, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Tim. Always great to chat to you about the upcoming Global Gaming Awards and all the amazing companies in our industry. So today with Tim and I are going to discuss the shortlist for all 10 categories of the upcoming Global Gaming Awards Asia Pacific 2025. The event will be on the 3rd of June in Manila during the SIGMA Asia Summit. We're very much looking forward to it, and we're very much looking forward to discussing all the great stuff that operators and suppliers and executives from across the Asia Pacific region achieved in the past 12 months. Before we begin, just a very quick thank you to our lead partner, BetConstruct, our voting adjudicator KPMG, all event sponsors, which are Z Gaming Asia, Interblock, Aristocrat Gaming, Scribe, 1xBet, Great Tech, U Platform, DSD Gaming, ProNet Gaming, and Bet88. And of course, a huge thank you to SIGMA Asia for giving the Global Gaming Awards Asia Pacific a home in Manila. Right, let's get into the category, shall we? Our first category is Casino Operator of the Year. Last year we had joint winners in this category, Macau's Galaxy Entertainment Group and Bloomberry Resorts Corporation from the Philippines. Both companies successfully made the shortlist again this year. Throughout 2024, Galaxy Entertainment Group continued to push forward every segment of the business, in particular the premium mass. In last year's fourth quarter, the group increased its market share and outpaced industry growth, driven by its live events offering, as well as the recent opening of revamped gaming supply. For the full year 2024, Galaxy's adjusted EBITDA grew 22% to $1.57 billion. Next up, we have Bloomberry Resorts, which in 2024 reported top-line growth despite a challenging operating environment in Metro Manila. May last year saw the grand opening of the highly anticipated Soleil Resort North, which was a significant contributor to the group's GGR strength as it vastly expanded Bloomberry's presence in the mass market segment. For 2024, Bloomberry reported a 6% year-on-year increase in GGR to $1.08 billion. Our third nominee is MGM Resorts, which in 2024 reported the best full-year consolidated net revenues in the history of the company, driven by record performance from MGM China, which recorded full-year segment adjusted EBITDA of $1.1 billion. MGM China continued to outperform industry recovery in the past 12 months, with daily GGR growing 29% to reach 129% of pre-COVID levels. Outside of China, MGM's Osaka Integrated Resort project officially broke ground. Next up is Melco Resorts and Entertainment, which throughout 2024 made significant investments to enhance the customer experience and to build a stronger foundation for growth. This resulted in market share growing month to month during Q4 2024 and property visitation exceeding pre-pandemic levels. For the full year 2024, Melco reported adjusted property EBITDA of $1.22 billion, up 17%. Melco was also awarded a 20-year casino license by the government of Sri Lanka, where it will operate City of Dreams Sri Lanka, which is scheduled to open later this year. Wynn Resorts is also shortlisted. Throughout 2024, the company reported healthy market share in Macau, led by strength in both premium mass and VIP. For the full year 2024, Wynn's adjusted property EBITDA for its Macau properties rose to $1.17 billion. The company also began to roll out digital tables at both Wynn Palace and Wynn Macau to streamline its operations. Sands is our next finalist. The company delivered a full year 2024 operating income of $2.40 billion while continuing to make investments in Macau and Singapore. Marina Bay Sands delivered outstanding financial and operating performance as it gears up for multi-billion-dollar expansion, which will see the addition of a fourth hotel tower. In Macau, Sands continued investing in upgrades at the Londoner Macau and Venetian Arena. Our penultimate nominee is SJM Resorts, which returned to profit post-COVID in 2024. During the year, the company's GGR continued to outperform the market, increasing by 35.9% year-on-year to $3.6 billion. Its Grand Lisboa Palace Resorts began to gain momentum, with the property doubling its GGR year-on-year and strengthening its market position with an expanding portfolio of attractions that cater to a broad spectrum of customers. Genting Group is our final nominee, reporting group revenue of $6.2 billion in 2024. Higher revenue, surpassing pre-COVID levels, was recorded by the company's Singapore property Resorts World Sentosa, as it delivered a strong performance across both the gaming and non-gaming sectors. Construction of its $5 billion waterfront expansion is currently underway. In Malaysia, Resorts World Genting opened a new mass gaming floor with 36 tables and a host of lower-yielding slot machines and AGMs.
Now time for the Casino Supplier of the Year category, won by Aristocrat during our first in-person Asia Pacific Awards last year. Light & Wonder triumphed the 2 years prior. We start with the defending champion. Aristocrat Gaming expanded its Manila showroom and Macau office in 2024 while delivering games like Dragon Link and Baoju Zhaofu. And last year, Aristocrat Gaming partnered with Macau's Studio City to launch the Dragon Zone in celebration of Golden Week, a first-of-its-kind immersive player experience. Next, in a very competitive category, we should go straight to the award's other previous winner, Light & Wonder, a two-time winner. 2024 represented a 10% revenue increase over 2023 for Light & Wonder, and Q4 2024 was its 15th consecutive quarter of growth. In the past 12 months, Light & Wonder signed a 7-year systems deal to provide its Light & Wonder Engage platform to SkyCity's casinos in New Zealand and Australia, while in February 2025, the supplier officially opened its new Philippines office. ETG specialist Interblock continues to branch out, but also revolutionize gaming in the Asia-Pacific region, installing over 1,000 ETGs across Singapore, Macau, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam in 2024, with demand rising into 2025. The company's cutting-edge technology reduces labor costs and provides operators with innovative solutions. Malaysia's RGB is one of Asia's leading manufacturers and distributors of EGMs. In 2024, it was awarded a contract by PAGCOR to supply 1,968 EGMs, along with LED signage, displays, and related accessories to Casino Filipino properties. Next up, Zetro has a long history in the Philippines video bingo market and is now on a mission to become a major player in the slot scene across Asia. Over the past 12 months, Zetro slots have arrived at 3 of Manila's premier casinos, Newport World Resorts, Okada Manila, and the newly opened Solaire Resort North. The company also has new installations planned for jurisdictions such as Laos and Cambodia. Asia Pioneer Entertainment is a leading electronic gaming equipment distributor in Macau and Southeast Asia. It represents premier EGE brands such as Spintech, Jumbo, Konami, and more. By the end of June 2024, APE's revenue from technical sales and distribution of EGE increased by 189.5% compared to the same period in 2023. Another global giant, IGT offers a vast, regionally attuned portfolio of gaming solutions across Asia Pacific. IGT's linked progressive games like Yingfu Link, Prosperity Link, and Rising Rockets on the Peak cabinets have returned strong performance results. IGT also offers the IGT Advantage CMS. And rounding off a strong category, LT Game is the sole provider of live multi-game systems and terminals in Macau, with over 7,000 terminals operational across its markets. Last year, LT Game unveiled its new flagship cabinet, Speedwave, as part of its next generation LMG system.
We're moving on to the digital gaming vertical with Digital Operator of the Year. In this category, we have Casino Plus, one of the Philippines' largest online gaming operators. Its unique offering includes the hugely popular Calor game, which is taking the casino world by storm with its simple but fun gameplay. Casino Plus also offers backend support for the PIGO operations of several of the land-based casinos. Last year, it was revealed that at least 7 casino resorts in the Philippines have signed agreements to be part of the online platform created by Casino Plus. Next up is Jade Sportsbet, the rising retail and remote sportsbook provider in the Philippines who won this category in 2023. With more than 30 sports to choose from, Jade integrated greyhound racing content from SIS and started 2024 with live international horse racing, offering over 37,000 races, which further enhanced the sports betting experience for its customers. In 2024, the company also launched Jade Fantasy Cricket in Sri Lanka. DigiPlus is next. The company pioneered digital entertainment in the Philippines and now holds roughly 50% market share in the country with 40 million registered users. In 2024, it benefited from the continued expansion of its game portfolio across its Bingo Plus, Arena Plus, Spin Plus and Game Zone platforms, reporting a net income of $220 million, which represented 207% year-on-year growth. Last year's winner, Bet88, is shortlisted again. In 2024, Bet88 embarked on a mission to become one of the top casino and sportsbook companies in the Philippines. It signed NBA forward Kyle Kuzman as its global brand ambassador. Other highlights include improved, more interactive and user-friendly sportsbook platform, launching a new poker product, and hosting several successful online tournament series. Rolling out over 68 competitive promotions through collaborations with top game providers and enhancing its VIP program. Flutter Entertainment-owned Sportsbet is our next nominee. It is Australia's leading online wagering provider, holding nearly 50% market share. Last year, it reported $1.4 billion in revenue and registered 1.2 million average monthly players. It also held a first-of-its-kind election preview event alongside Premier National to explain how betting companies set election odds and why they're often more accurate than traditional pollsters. Another Australian operator made the shortlist, Tab. Tab led the Australian market for new product releases in 2024. Since the launch of its new app in spring 2022, it has released 20 product updates. In addition, the Tab app added 170 new features and enhancements in 2024. Digital wagering turnover and net revenue performed well relative to major competitors, and active digital customers remained steady at 798,000 during the year. Our penultimate nominee is PokerBaazi, one of India's biggest online poker hubs with over 3.5 million registered users. With constant investment in innovation across products and IPs, the platform has been at the forefront of expanding the popularity of poker in India. In 2024, it announced a partnership with the World Poker Tour to host WPT tournaments online, allowing players in the country to compete in events from their homes. In addition, PokerBaazi is home to some of India's biggest poker tournaments. Completing the shortlist for Digital Operator of the Year is another poker operator from India, Adda52, which has one of the strongest positions in the country's online poker market with over 4.2 million registered users. The operator offers players several opportunities to participate in popular national and international poker tournaments and often partners with celebrities to elevate poker as a popular lifestyle game in the country. For the 2023-2024 fiscal year, Adda52 reported revenue of $10.5 million.
So to start off with, it'll be great to look back. So it's already been a few months since the ceremony in Barcelona, the EMEA Awards. I know you were very happy with how they went.
Yeah. It is actually crazy now that you said it. It's been a few months, because to me it kind of feels like it was yesterday. Yes, I was very pleased with how that event went. Obviously, it wasn't our first Global Gaming Awards event for Europe, Middle East and Africa, but it was our first event in Barcelona, and it was a huge milestone for us, because that particular event we've always had in our home, London, and yeah, we had to move it away from London, but it worked out so well. Everybody was so happy at the event. The turnout was great. We had some brilliant people in the room, as we always do at all the Global Gaming Awards events. So it was very, very exciting. And I mean, as we know, in Europe in particular, it's such an exciting market for the industry, isn't it? And I know we will start recognizing the Middle East more in that set of awards as the region launches and grows slowly. But yeah, overall, very happy with the Barcelona event.
Yeah, really, really good point to mention in Middle East, because obviously the UAE will be a very exciting market, potentially for kind of potential award winners in the future as well.
Exactly.
But when we did the conference call, looking back at ICE, we said that ICE itself went really well in Barcelona, but very much the same for the Global Gaming Awards. We had a really varied set of winners. Software did really well, claiming 3 awards. And yeah, it was just, again, like you say, we were really happy with how it went.
Yes, yeah. So I think that's why we're very excited to see how Manila will go this year, and then after that, obviously Vegas.
Sticking with the online sphere, we move now to the supply side for the Digital Casino of the Year award. Pragmatic Play won this award last year, Bet Construct the year prior, and Evolution in 2022, so some big names. Kicking us off is the master of the crash game genre, Spribe. Spribe is behind Aviator, the world's most popular crash game. Aviator is live with more than 450 platforms in Asia and has more than 1.5 million monthly active players, making it the most played game of 2024 in that region. In late 2024, Gaming Innovation Group secured a long-term agreement with Bloomsbury Resorts Corporation to provide Bloomsbury and the Solaire brand with access to a range of its best-in-class technology solutions, enabling the group to significantly enhance its online gaming offering in the Philippines. As part of the agreement, Bloomsbury and Solaire will be able to utilize GIG's iGaming platform CoreX and AI tools LogicX and DataX. Next up, DST Gaming has made a significant impact in the Asia-Pacific region over the past year by expanding its payment solution to support 100 plus methods, including multiple cryptocurrencies, ensuring seamless transactions for operators. Additionally, partnerships and regulatory advancements have strengthened its presence, solidifying DST Gaming as a top-tier digital casino supplier. QTech Games has been servicing the Asian region via its QTech One platform, offering seamless integration, AI-driven personalization, and mobile-first solutions. In the past 12 months, the supplier experienced huge growth, improving the speed and performance of all games on its platform. It is achieving record results across Asia with a mobile-first mindset. Elsewhere, over the past 12 months, PopOK Gaming has significantly expanded its footprint in the Asia-Pacific region by delivering a diverse portfolio of games tailored to local preferences. Among its most notable releases are Yo Dragon, Suba Baby, Fortune Panda, and The Power of Kitsune. These are great names, I have to say. These titles have resonated with players, driving impressive engagement and retention. In the last year, Zillion Games' impact on the APAC market has been undeniable. Highlights include 32.2% player growth, 26.5% game rounds, and a 24.9% increase in total bets placed, and a 32.2% surge in the total number of players. The company's game mechanics and content have led to outstanding performance across Asia Pacific, including with its Sunstrike and Buffalo's Sun 2. Our penultimate nominee in this category, Winfinity, has redefined live gaming in the past 12 months. It launched Top Card, Big Bang Roulette with a record 50,000 times multiplier, and the Age Spinity game show. The company experienced 233% partner growth, while it became a top choice in Asian geos, competing with industry giants. Moreover, it boosted casino retention rates by up to 36%. And finally, we have live casino giant Evolution. The supplier remains at the forefront of innovation, providing an unparalleled live gaming experience tailored for the Asian market. Its portfolio features localized themes and native-speaking dealers. In addition to its most popular games, titles such as Super Color Game and Marble Race are built for players in the Philippines, and the Evolution studio in Cebu will be opening soon.
Our fifth category is Digital Sports Betting Supplier of the Year, where our first nominee is BetMakers, which offers advanced platforms, fixed odds and pari-mutuel wagering solutions, data services and betting content. In February, the company extended its pricing and data services agreement with Australian operator Sportsbet. Under the agreement, BetMakers will provide global race day control services, supporting Sportsbet's operations in market management, trading strategies and event lifecycle management. The company also strengthened its partnerships with Dabble and Beta. Our second nominee is Singapore-based The Sports, which offers sports and esports data. During the past 12 months, The Sports firmly established itself as one of the leading digital betting suppliers. Major partnerships were announced, which includes B-Soccer, All Tempo, U-Football, Astro and Ultranar. The Sports also launched innovative widgets, live match tracker and live commentary. From December 2023 to December 2024, the company saw an increase of 50% in annual gross income. Next up is Sportradar. Its Oracle Sportsbook solution has transformed sports betting for Taiwan Sports Lottery, delivering a full solution with a betting engine, platform, live streaming and trading services. Thanks to Sportradar, Taiwan Sports Lottery expanded offerings by 63%, added 67% more live betting options and grew to 2,622 retail locations, ensuring 99.99% uptime. Great Tech is also shortlisted. Over the past year, it strengthened its presence in Asia Pacific through infrastructure migration in Asia and tailored sportsbook solutions. Its geo-specific portfolio ensures country-focused success with standout results in cricket betting, offering 2 times the competitive event coverage of top providers. This has driven significant cricket revenue growth for clients who have consistently ranked in the region's top 3 by GGR throughout the reporting period. BetConstruct is our 5th nominee. It provides innovative solutions that enhance the betting experience across multiple channels. The company keeps on expanding its market-specific offering to ensure a new and unique product portfolio for its partner operators from across Asia Pacific. Over the past 12 months, it achieved remarkable milestones with a diverse portfolio that includes over 140,000 pre-match and 70,000 live events monthly. Next up is U-Platform. Its sportsbook covers 260 sports and esports from global leagues to regional favorites, over 1.5 million pre-match and live events, and over 5.5 thousand markets, with in-house bookmakers ensuring top odds, Asian odds formats and Asia View. U-Platform delivers localized excellence. Its multi-device solution, more than 550 payment methods and strong market performance drive success. ProNet Gaming is our 7th nominee. Its sportsbook is designed for the Asian market with multi-language and currency support, localized payment solutions and an enhanced bonus engine for region-specific promotions. The company leveraged its European user experience expertise to adjust to the local preferences. The platform integrates with third-party providers to align with local sports and betting preferences. Odin.gg completes the shortlist for Digital Sports Betting Supplier of the Year. It enables operator growth by providing engaging esports betting experience through its end-to-end esports betting ecosystem. In 2024, the company partnered with Dafabet to supply its cutting-edge odds feed and fast betting content, including eFootball, eBasketball, and a unique eCricket. It also agreed a deal with Bets.com to supply its esports betting iframe.
Asia boasts some of the most beautiful properties in the world, with a rich cultural heritage and spectacular designs. It's now time to look at the Integrated Resort of the Year award. Can anyone stop Marina Bay Sands from winning for the 3rd year in a row? Throughout the past 12 months, Galaxy Macau continued to make progress with its Phase 4 expansion, which includes gaming but has a strong focus on entertainment and family facilities. This year, the IR will officially open the first Capella property in the Greater Bay Area, redefining Macau's offering of ultra-luxury experiences. In Cambodia, Naga World has focused on refining product offerings and strengthening engagement with premium mass customers, laying a solid foundation for sustained growth. The launch of a new high-limit premium mass gaming area was a key revenue driver, with GGR for 2024 reaching $542.9 million. For defending champion Marina Bay Sands, 2024 was a transformative year. The Singapore IR continued to deliver outstanding financial performance, with EBITDA exceeding $2 billion for the first time. Marina Bay Sands also crossed a pivotal milestone in its $1.75 billion reinvestment program and ushered in a new era of luxury hospitality. Recently, the property passed the 500 million visitor landmark, having opened its doors in 2010. With Solaire Resort and Casino winning this award in 2022, Bloomberry's Solaire Resort North officially opened its doors in May last year. At 1.5 hectares, Solaire Resort North is a $1 billion investment that is the first of its kind in Quezon City. The property boasts 526 guest rooms and suites, 2,669 EGMs, and 163 tables across 4 casino levels. Also in the Philippines, Okada Manila is renowned for delivering unforgettable moments. It boasts the largest gaming floor in the whole of the Philippines, featuring a wide array of table games and 3,000 EGMs. Exclusive clubs like Perlas, Mahalik, and the VIP Club offer elite gaming experiences for discerning guests. Recently, Okada Manila earned its 6th consecutive Forbes 5-star integrated resort status. Next, the first and only integrated resort in the Visayas and Mindanao, New Star Resort and Casino is the biggest luxury and lifestyle destination outside Metro Manila. Since opening its doors in 2022, the property has been redefining luxury in gaming, entertainment, dining, retail, and leisure. It is home to a 2-level casino with a mix of tables, gaming stadium, and EGMs spread across 21,000 square meters of floor area. Corona Resort and Casino is one of the most luxurious resorts in Vietnam, located in Phu Hoc. It boasts hotels and villas, world-class restaurants, an 18-hole golf course, a list of entertainment attractions, and a modern casino. The gaming floor has over 100 tables, 1,000 EGMs. In 2024, the property also hosted the Asian Poker Tour Corona Phu Hoc Vietnam series. Finally, City of Dreams, Melco's flagship property in Koh Tai, is the beating heart of Macau's dynamic entertainment scene. In 2024, the property opened a new signature club premium slot area. This year, City of Dreams will welcome the return of the House of Dancing Water, billed as the world's largest water-based extravaganza. So as we've seen from some of our nominees so far, and some more we're going to talk about, plenty of promise, plenty of excitement in the Asian market, and so Asian region. There's several different markets within Asia. The most interesting one, well, it's debatable, but one that's always interesting is Macau.
Yes, of course, always is, isn't it? For me, I've always found Macau fascinating because when I joined the industry, obviously I associated it with Las Vegas, not with Macau. And then once I joined the industry, I realized that Macau is actually so much bigger than Las Vegas, and I just couldn't comprehend it. And I've been lucky enough to visit both places as well, and it's quite remarkable because they look so similar. I mean, there's a few buildings that look identical, like the Venetian, of course. And it's just, honestly, it is fascinating to see the size of the market in Macau. But for me, what is interesting now is that it's 5 years post-COVID now, and Macau's still not fully returned to its pre-pandemic glory.
Yeah, there's been a lot of analyst kind of discussion about when that will come. But what is interesting, I want to kind of emphasize that there's still, people might want sort of 30-40% growth every year, but in the kind of most recent numbers we've seen, there's still growth there in Macau. And if you look at, you mentioned Las Vegas and Nevada. Nevada is at the moment seeing kind of year on year some falls some months because these are still big numbers. We're talking in the billions every month. And, Macau, I think, is still, given kind of the some difficulties and some things that have developed since the pandemic, is still doing well to show that growth. And I know there's also a push to kind of diversify Macau, but ultimately the casinos will always still be the main attraction.
Of course. And I agree with you. You did make a good point that there's still very big numbers that we're seeing both in Macau and Vegas, but I think because we're so used to this record-breaking months that Macau and Vegas have always had pre-pandemic. Vegas has had a lot of those post-pandemic as well. So I think we're always looking for this amazing growth every month, and when we don't see it, everyone starts questioning it. Oh, there must be something wrong, when possibly there isn't anything wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we've been spoiled really with the record months, and I think you do see that sometimes even with kind of share prices and things like that. There'll be a fall when revenue might go down year on year, but then it'll quickly kind of level up. When it comes to exciting growth, and we're not going to see any there just yet, but we can talk about Thailand because we're potentially looking at a future jurisdiction there. There's been a few developments in terms of getting casinos legalized there.
Absolutely. It's been the talk of the industry for close to a year now, I think. And particularly since the start of this year, there's been so much news coming out of it. There's 4 provinces that now have been confirmed will have the potential to host an integrated resort type complex with a casino, and if I'm not mistaken, about 6 of the big operators have expressed interest to bid for an integrated resort in Thailand, and those are MGM Resorts, Melco, Galaxy Entertainment Group, I understand Wind Resorts as well, potentially Genting, and Sands, who just dropped their bid for a casino in New York, so maybe they just really want to focus on Asia for the time being.
Yeah, and the thing is, some of these names you mentioned are the ones that moved straight away when Macau opened up.
Exactly.
And even when there was talk of kind of Japan, MGM looking at Japan. So I think they see the opportunity in Thailand, and even got kind of Sands is in Singapore as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. Obviously, it's not quite legalized yet, but the government at the moment very very pro casino in terms of land-based casinos, and there's even been a small discussion, not as much with online, but yeah, a lot of excitement potentially coming in Thailand.
Definitely. And since you mentioned online, I think, from my personal point of view, I may be wrong, but I think if Thailand manages to actually move forward with both land-based and online, it will really win big time. I think some analysts were even saying that once fully launched, Thailand, even with just land-based, it could overtake Singapore.
Yeah, really interesting because obviously Macau has huge land-based revenue but doesn't have online,
Exactly.
and I guess you could compare it to the Philippines, which has both really beautiful properties when it comes to the land-based, but of course a lot going on there at the moment, but a lot of strong numbers online as well.
With the Philippines, I think it's always going to remain an exciting market. And from what we've seen when talking to our industry partners, whether it's suppliers or operators, everybody sees the potential in the Philippines still, even in online. So obviously we've had the POGO shutdown at the end of last year, but there's still the inland online operators, and we've already seen that the big land-based properties from the Philippines are stepping up their online presence to cater to local market, or if they don't have a strong online presence, they're paving the way to launch their online casinos. So I definitely think there's still more to come from the Philippines. I know some people were, since the POGO shutdown, were a bit doubtful. They weren't sure, well, is the market dead? It's not dead. I think the market's like very well. We've had a new land-based property open last year as well, Soler North, which is very exciting. It's showing good results already. Well, we're gonna find out more about it in the shortlist. So for me, the Philippines remains a very exciting market still.
Yeah, and so far the numbers are proving that, because PAGCOR in Q1 2025 only recently reported still growth. So
that is without the POGOs.
Yeah, absolutely. A word on Singapore perhaps, because obviously the Marina Bay Sands is in Singapore, and some interesting kind of new properties or kind of parks there as well.
Yes, so I have a soft spot for the Marina Bay Sands. I do love that place. It's just it's so iconic, isn't it? It's turned into a landmark for the whole country. When you think of Singapore, everybody thinks of that property. Whether they think about Marina Bay Sands because of the casino or because of the other stuff, they just think of the Marina Bay Sands. So it is a very impressive property, and it keeps on delivering very strong results, as we've seen in the shortlist. Obviously, Marina Bay Sands has embarked on plans to build a fourth tower. It will be a separate tower. It will have its own meetings and convention space and casino and luxury suites and everything. And I think it's a very, very exciting project, which will come to life in a few years. But it's not only Marina Bay Sands that's embarked on such a project. We also have the other Singapore operator, Resort World, who's working on Resort World 2.0, which will have some exciting additions. Some of them are already live, like Minion Land, which is pretty cool.
I was waiting for that. I mean that shows you kind of that we're not necessarily just in gaming. We're in entertainment as a whole.
Absolutely.
Because how you bring your customers in, how you keep them, and you're appealing to different segments.
Absolutely. And with Singapore in particular, what it just shows that we have the two operators. So you think they should be pretty comfortable. They don't need to do much more because they have the license for a while. There's not going to be any competition, but they still keep on upgrading and keep on adding new attractions beyond just the casino. It's, like I say, again, exciting. Our next category is Casino Product of the Year. Previous winners in this category include Tianxi Jinlu and Dragon Link, both products by Aristocrat Gaming, and MDX Shuffler by Light & Wonder. In this year's shortlist, we have Universal Cabinet Sigbo by Interblock, with over 300 installations across Macau and Singapore. In 2024, this is a top-performing ETG in Asia Pacific. Featuring physical dice with RNG certification, multiple bash intensity levels, and rapid results detection, it delivers a fast-paced, engaging experience that keeps players entertained while increasing casino revenue and retention. Gong Gong Light Fu series by Aruze Gaming Global is also shortlisted, featured on the Muso Curve 55 HP cabinet with its stunning 55-inch display. Gong Gong Light Fu series has achieved notable success in Asia, driving revenue and enhancing player engagement. The concept of the game is to ring a gong to bring good fortune. A new set of reels appears during the Gong Gong Light Fu feature, awarding credit prizes and bonuses. Big Fu Cash Bats by Aristocrat Gaming is our third nominee. It offers 3 different metamorphics during the play, as well as 3 unique bonuses that may be triggered individually or in combination. It launched in the Philippines in 2024 and recently debuted in Singapore, where its first-to-market gameplay, the Cash on Reels bonus, is driving player interest and delivering strong performance. IGT's Rising Rockets is up next. This is a high-performing multi-level link progressive video slots game with 2 entertaining base games, Emperor and Empress. With over 200 installations across Asia, Rising Rockets has consistently performed at over 2 times above gaming floor average. Designed to engage players with proven mechanics, Rising Rockets integrates vibrant graphics, random multipliers, 3 lock and respin bonuses, and multiple jackpot opportunities. Epicentral, the next-generation promotional bonusing software suite by Transact Technologies, is our 5th nominee. It gives casino floor managers a powerful tool for visibility into each player, as well as the ability to reward their top players, all in real time, thus increasing player spend and generating increased customer loyalty. Last year, Transact successfully installed Epicentral on 200 games across 2 resorts in Macau. Mori Dice by LT Game is also in the running for Casino Product of the Year. This slot-style Mori Dice game offers a twist on the traditional table Sigbo. The unique feature of this game is that the 3 dice are rolled in 3 separate rounds, giving players a chance to bet on the result of each roll. Last year, Mori Dice received approval from the Macau casino regulator, with plans put in place to expand the game's distribution in other key markets in Southeast Asia. Novoline Interactive Edition X4 by Novomatic is our penultimate nominee. It offers 40 games that create an unparalleled player experience. This premium collection brings together timeless hits like Book of Ra Deluxe and Lucky Ladies Charm Deluxe, alongside fresh, innovative releases, ensuring a perfect balance of nostalgia and modern gameplay. The game mix has already demonstrated strong performance in key markets such as the Philippines and Korea. Last but certainly not least, Sync Vision is also in the shortlist for Casino Product of the Year. Konami Gaming partnered with Zalian to redefine the future of gaming across Asia Pacific by introducing facial recognition and player tracking technology, Sync Vision. The product allows players to simply sit down at an electronic gaming machine and automatically be identified and logged into player tracking without the need to present their loyalty card. It also incorporates AI algorithms to identify potential harmful behavior by tracking both known and anonymous players. Last year, the companies introduced new features to Sync Vision, expanding its scope to provide instant recognition of players at table games.
In a region where table games are extremely popular, we now turn to a category that rewards the very best performers across Asia, Table Game Product of the Year. This award was won by IDX Games with its X Stadium last year, following Interblock's triumph in 2023 with live EGT pits. In 2022, our inaugural winner was Novomatic with Novoline Novo Unity 2. This year, Interblock kicks off our category with its Dragon Sick Bow. Over 300 seats were installed in Macau in 2024, and its community-driven experience appeals to both new and experienced players, cementing its status as a top-performing ETG in Macau and Singapore. Next up, we have Angel Group's Smart Table system. Earlier this year, It successfully completed the implementation of its smart table system on all Baccarat tables, which is over 1,100, in the mass market areas operated by Sands China. About 2,000 Baccarat tables across Macau, the Philippines, Singapore, and Australia are now operating with Angel's smart table system. Last year's winning company, IDX Games, returns to the shortlist with its X-Trend product. X-Trend is a dynamic player interface, marketing tool, and game management system. Launched in 2024 at the Inspire Entertainment Resort in Korea, X-Trend is now rolling out in major casinos in Macau and the Philippines. SpinTech makes this year's shortlist with Charisma. The Charisma line is a big testament to player-centric design. It boasts an outstanding visibility of the roulette wheel and a matchless player comfort. It also features additional innovative and fun games that can be played in parallel to the classic roulette game. Next, we have Jumbo Technology with Jumbo S27J Multi. Jumbo's revolutionary S27J Multi electronic table game is where the classic game of roulette meets cutting-edge AR technology. This innovative product delivers instant access to betting details and random play outcomes with unparalleled accuracy. TCS John Huxley makes this year's shortlist with Velocity Auto Wheel. The Velocity Auto Wheel introduced a new era of automated roulette. Velocity's compact design seamlessly integrates into any live roulette table, can sit on existing tables, integrate into furniture, or be displayed on a standalone podium, providing flexibility for casino environments. Another returning winner is Novomatic with its Novo Unity Pro. This state-of-the-art ETG seamlessly integrates Sickbo, Baccarat, roulette, poker, blackjack, and even slot games across multiple player stations, delivering a versatile and immersive gaming experience. Standout features such as tournament mode and simultaneous betting, parallel play, allow players to participate in up to 3 live games at once, increasing interactivity and engagement. And finally, we have Alpha Street with Verso. The Verso cabinet features a compact yet comfortable and sophisticated design, enhanced with a large multi-touch monitor for intuitive gameplay. It is flexible and adaptable across multiple game types, making it a standout choice for operators and players alike.
Our penultimate category is a particularly important one as it honors those that have made a great effort to prioritize player protection, promote sustainability, and contribute positively to society. That is, of course, the Corporate Social Responsibility of the Year category. Our first nominee is DigiPlus. Through its Bingo Plus Foundation, DigiPlus is transforming communities with its $1.7 million commitment in 2024 to support education, disaster relief, and livelihood programs benefiting the lives of over 120,000 Filipinos. In 2024, DigiPlus launched Plus centers across the country, providing free internet access, digital literacy training, and educational resources to underserved communities. It also launched a responsible gaming campaign to empower Filipino players with the knowledge and tools to make better choices in their gaming experiences. Naga Corp is next. The operator from Cambodia established the employee-driven initiative Naga World Kind Hearts over a decade ago. This grassroots movement reflects the company's ethos of giving back, with dedicated volunteers working to uplift communities through youth development, social impact programs, and support for the royal government of Cambodia's efforts to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Scientific Games and Lotto New Zealand are also shortlisted. Scientific Games brought its Healthy Play program to Lotto New Zealand, offering responsible gaming research, tools, best practices, and technology to bolster the impact of harm minimization efforts and support responsible, sustainable growth. Its New Zealand National Responsible Gaming Benchmark study identifies the prevalence of gambling in adults, the proportion of those in the Healthy Play group, gambling behaviours, public perception of Lotto New Zealand, and awareness of support and treatment services. SJM Results is also shortlisted. The company is dedicated to supporting education, arts and culture, sports and other charitable events to benefit the residents of Macau and encourages its team members to do likewise. SJM regularly sponsors cultural events, gives away money for scholarships and invests in enhancing responsible gaming. Earlier this year, it launched a reimagined and revitalized Made in Macau retail space and Grand Lisboa Palace to create new opportunities for local small and medium-sized enterprises to expand their market presence and thrive. Supplier Aristocrat Gaming is your next nominee. Aristocrat recently adopted a fresh 3-year sustainability strategy, with responsible gaming remaining its most critical sustainability matter. In 2024, Aristocrat rolled out its FlexiPlay 2.0 responsible gaming solution in more than 4,000 electronic gaming machines in New South Wales, Australia, and many more across the country, representing an exponential increase versus previous years. In March this year, the company hosted its second annual Gaming Industry International Women's Day event in Manila, highlighting the importance of empowering women to drive meaningful change. Ocado Manila is up next. Its sustainability program, Ocado Green Heart, focuses on 6 key pillars: waste management, energy efficiency, water conservation, talent and community, safety, security and welfare, and responsible gaming. Earlier this year, Ocado Manila became the first integrated resort in the Philippines to receive the Forbes Travel Guide Verified Responsible Hospitality Badge, affirming its commitment to ESG. Our 7th nominee is Sant. Through philanthropic giving, Sant addresses important social issues in Singapore, Macau, and Las Vegas. The company established ambitions to invest $200 million in workforce development, contribute 250,000 volunteer hours to its communities, and reduce carbon emissions by 17.5% between 2021 and 2025. In 2024, Marina Bay Sands alone organized 74 community events, impacting more than 49,800 beneficiaries, and its team members contributed more than 13,000 volunteer hours. Our last nominee and a previous winner of this category in 2022 and 2023 is Melco Resorts and Entertainment. Melco focuses on the needs of the communities in which it operates by regularly supporting non-profits with generous monetary donations as well as volunteer hours. The company announced it is aiming to eliminate the impact of its resorts on the climate by 2030 and take a lead on circular economy approaches and responsible gaming. Recently, Melco received a Building Research Establishment Environmental Assessment Method certification for Studio City Phase 2 for its efforts in sustainable development.
So before we go into our final category, let's look ahead, because we've looked back on Barcelona. Looking ahead to Las Vegas, there's a bit of overlap really in terms of some of the companies, some of the operators and the suppliers that are in the Asia shortlist and also the America shortlist.
Yes, and I think that overlap is always going to be there. So on the supplier side, we're always going to have suppliers like IGT, Aristocrat, Lion Wonder, Interblock, Konami be present in both those events, because as we know, those are 2 very strong markets for all these companies. Same on the operator side. So obviously we've got Wynn, MGM Resorts, multiple Global Gaming Awards winners, both in Asia, in Las Vegas. So yes, certainly we'll see some crossover there.
Yeah, and it shows you the kind of truly global nature of some of these huge companies.
Indeed.
We've got some new categories this year in the Americas Awards.
Yes. Like I've said in the past, every year we have a sit down after we finished an awards event, let's say for Vegas, and we'll have a sit down and discuss next year's event. Do the categories reflect the industry in this moment in time? And for a number of years, usually they do, but then after 2 or 3 years, maybe it's time for a little refresh. We try and consult with companies, see how they feel about it, or with some of the big industry associations as well. We try and get input from as many stakeholders as possible. And this year we decided to tweak the categories a little bit. For me, a big change is that the land-based industry supplier category has now split into 2. So we have land-based industry supplier Class 2 and Class 3, which was very well received already since we launched the self-nominations process. I think companies are very happy about it because it's not really comparable, the Class 2 and Class 3 games. Yeah, they may look the same, but we know they're different and they cater to different part of the industry. Another exciting category for me is the Casino Services Supplier of the Year, which will reward those companies that bring breakthrough technology to the casino floor, because we've seen that is the new thing in American casinos. It's all about bringing technology to the land-based casino floor.
So there's plenty to look forward to for Asia Pacific and for Americas.
Indeed.
Our final category is always a special one, Executive of the Year, which is our only award to look at the individual rather than the company. This prestigious category was won by Enrique K. Razon, Chairman and CEO of Bloomberry Resorts in 2022, before Daisik Han, Chairman and CEO of Han Philippines, claimed victory in 2023. Last year's winner was Alejandro H. Tenko, Chairman and CEO of Paccore. Our 2023 winner, Daisik Han, returns to the shortlist this year. He pioneered the integrated resort concept in Clark with the hugely successful Han Casino Resort, formerly known as Wedis. Last year, he secured a deal with IHG, which will see the return of intercontinental hotels and resorts to the Philippines. A trailblazer, Mr. Han is also currently developing the multi-billion-dollar Han Reserve with sustainability in mind.
Joe Pisano, the founder and CEO of Jade Entertainment and Gaming Technologies, is our next nominee. He's one of the industry experts who is always in the spotlight, known to share valuable insights about the Asian market with the media and at events around the globe. Under his leadership, Jade Entertainment experienced significant growth and evolution. What started as a land-based distributor has since expanded into digital gaming and even ventured into new markets such as Sri Lanka, where Jade now operates fantasy cricket and a licensed sportsbook.
Next up is Mariya Garcia, Executive Director of Asia Pioneer Entertainment. Since first joining APE in 2006 and later rejoining in 2020, Mariya Garcia has emerged as a key figure within the organization. In 2024, she made history by becoming APE's first female executive director. With nearly 20 years of experience as a sales director for Macau and SEA, she has skillfully led her team to enhance the company's offerings, forge valuable partnerships, and develop innovative business ideas.
Ian Hughes, the Chief Commercial Officer of Gaming Laboratories International, is also shortlisted. He oversees the commercial success of GLI's global gaming group. In addition, he plays a key role in GLI's operations in Asia Pacific and is the company's CEO for Australia, Japan, and Macau. He is a leading expert in AI-driven regulatory solutions, focusing on AML, CTF, and RG, ensuring compliance and integrity. He assisted the Japan Casino Regulatory Commission in establishing technical standards for the country's casino sector.
Our next nominee is Michael Hu, President of Asia Pacific at Interblock. Since joining the company in 2024, Hu has built Interblock Asia from the ground up, overseeing 20,000 plus ETG installations across APAC. He has expanded the brand into new markets including Taiwan, Vietnam, Laos, Korea, and Nepal, while securing market leadership in Macau, the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Malaysia.
Veena Claudette Oka, Assistant Vice President, Gaming Licenses and Development at Paccore, is also shortlisted. She has been in the gaming industry and with the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation for over 25 years, holding numerous roles in customer relations, marketing, and administration. Today, she's a key figure at Paccore, involved in the licensing and regulation of integrated resorts and land-based casinos in the country.
We're almost at the end of the category. Penultimately, we have Andy Tsui, President of DigiPlus. With vast experience in finance as well as in the gaming industry, Mr. Tsui has positioned DigiPlus as a leader in the digital entertainment space in the Philippines, with a roughly 50% market share and over 40 million registered users. Under his leadership, DigiPlus continues to invest in new technologies to offer an unparalleled online gaming experience to Filipinos.
Last but definitely not least, we have SJM Holdings Chairman and Executive Director Daisy Ho. Since the reopening of Macau's post-COVID, she has been working towards positioning SJM for long-term sustainable growth. Under her leadership, the company made an impressive return to profitability in 2024, and its market share increased, driven in part by the success of its newest integrated resort, Grand Lisboa Palace. Well, that was it. That was our last nominee of our last category. Thank you so much, Tim. It's been so great to look at the pioneering companies from across Asia Pacific, from the supplier operator verticals, and to discuss some amazing executives as well, as we've just seen in this last category. Always a pleasure.
Yep, always a pleasure, and a really impressive shortlist, like you say.
It is indeed an impressive shortlist. I think sometimes we actually forget until it's time for the shortlist show and go through everything again. And for everyone watching, we only actually discussed some of the reasons why those companies and executives were nominated. To see the full reasons why each company and executive was shortlisted, please go to globalgamingawards.com and you'll find the official shortlist magazine there, or of course on gamblinginsider.com. And before we say goodbye, just again, a very quick thank you to Tim, the Gambling Insider team, of course, to our voting adjudicator, KPMG, who ensures transparency, our judging panel, which is made of senior industry executives from the Asia Pacific industry. As everybody knows, these awards are voted by the industry. Not by us at Gambling Insider. And of course, a huge thank you to all our sponsors, our lead partner BetConstruct, all other event sponsors, Z Gaming Asia, Interblock, Aristocrat Gaming, Spribe, OneXBet, Craytech, U Platform, DST Gaming, ProNet Gaming, and Bet88. Of course, final thank you to Sigma Asia for giving the Global Game Awards Asia Pacific a home in Manila. And once again, the winners will be announced on the 3rd of June at the Conrad Manila. We look forward to seeing everybody there. And for those who won't be online, we will be live streaming the event.
Until next time.
Until next time.